Hey everybody, this is Jurius Doctor, and today I am happy to announce I am running for CSM16, the Council of Stellar Management for EVE Online. I am very happy to say that this is my fourth year running, and I am very excited by the field of candidates that we have running this year. Several returning incumbents and many exciting new candidates running. I'm very happy to see that so many people are taking the field on an increasing basis year by year, and happy to be one of your candidate representatives running for the council. So, who am I and what do I do? Well, I am, as you may know from visiting my YouTube channel, a YouTuber. I teach people how to play EVE Online, but in game, I am a member of Nosechny Shlupin. It is not as Russian as it sounds, it's just a meme. I am a line member of Nosechny Shlupin, which is a fairly high skill PvP corporation in EVE Online. We're just under 800 members, very, very active in PvP, and we have engaged in many of the recent wars, including the war between Test and Goons and all of their buddies. And we are traditionally and have in the past been mercenaries. We go where the fights go, and sometimes when people pay us to go there. And mostly because we love good fights. Like I said, we're a fairly high-skill PvP group. However, while I am a member of Nosechny Shlupin, I am not running for CSM to represent them. I, as you may know from my YouTube, spend most of my time teaching new players how to play EVE Online and attracting people to the game because honestly, it is a very, very exciting game. I love this game to bits. I want to see this game continue to grow, and I care a great deal about the health and outlook of this game. And the best place for me to do that is on the CSM. So, what strengths do I bring to the CSM? Well, I have spent most of my EVE career helping people learn how to play this game and spending a lot of time and energy focusing on the perspective of the new player and understanding from their perspective from your perspective, what the challenges you face are when you first start playing this game. What are the things about the UI or how the game looks and feels that doesn't align with what you expect? And usually these are things like bad design decisions, things like what we call the Norman door, when you walk up to a glass door in a building and you reach for the handle, and the way you think that the door is going to work isn't how it works. It looks one way, but it behaves another. And usually that's when you run bang, face first into the glass door and make a fool of yourself. That's not your fault. That's bad design. And usually I try to help players around these learning curve issues and helping them to climb the skill wall required to learn how to play this game. It is a fairly complicated game. In fact, I would go as far as to say that it is the most complicated game you can play with a keyboard and mouse. There is also now a mobile game for EVE Online called EVE Echoes, which is available for your mobile phone. It's a little bit easier to get into. There's a little bit more of a economization of the smaller screen real estate in the sense that they've had to make some sacrifices in complexity to make it easier for people on mobile devices to use. And I'm also going to be creating content for that. But I pay a great deal of attention to how people learn and pick up this game and how experienced players interact with it. And throughout my EVE career, I have had players, new and old, come to me and say, wow, I have learned so much from you, or there's things about this game that I didn't know that I could do that I learned from watching one of your videos or listening to you teach and watching your streams. And a lot of that comes from the fact that when I first joined EVE Online, I started off with EVE University. And EVE University is the premier teaching organization in EVE Online. They teach people how to play this game, and I got my inspiration in starting as a member of the teaching staff there. EVE University is a member of the Ivy League Alliance. A little bit of trivia about me. I actually helped design that Alliance logo, and that was part of a logo design contest, 5 or 6 years ago now. And I took what I learned being a teacher at EVE University and adapted it to this YouTube channel because I wanted the opportunity to bring the message of EVE University to a broader audience. And while they do make some excellent video content and they run classes all week long, seriously, you should check them out. I thought that I could add a little bit of production quality and extra explanation in my own video content that would help new players out. And over the years, I have had nothing but incredible support and encouragement from the community and from those of you who subscribe to and visit my YouTube channel on a regular basis. And the next place that I can go with my ability to help this game and the health of this game is to be able to sit in front of CCP as one of your elected representatives on the CSM and to talk to them directly about what are the challenges that you're facing and what are the challenges that existing players are facing playing this game. What are the things in the look and feel, in how you interact with the game, the UX elements? What are the things in the game mechanics? Because as a teacher, I have to be able to explain all of the mechanics of the game, even if they're not something that I do regularly. I have to have a deep knowledge of it because I'm teaching this to other people. And I can't be a specialist in everything. There are some areas of space that I don't spend a lot of time in. Poshman, a new Triglavian region of the game, is very adequately, and I would say more than adequately, being represented by other candidates such as Maldavius. And Wormhole Space is like so, also being represented by other candidates. And that's the point of the CSM having 10 seats, is that you need to fill it with a diverse and capable group of people who are able to address all of the areas of the game and understand the complaints and the challenges that players are facing, so that when CCP comes forward with new ideas for development, or they come forward with new plans for how to roll something out, that body of players as a focus group is able to point to things that may be problematic, that may be game breaking, or to suggest tweaks and massaging that can happen to new development before it's made production for everyone to play. And really, that is the core focus of the CSM. We are there to help you have your ideas heard, though it is not our job to bring those ideas to CCP. We're not there to explicitly champion for that. We're there to help CCP take the plans they already have and clean them up a bit. Whether it be taking out the worst parts of bad design or bad ideas or things that might be game breaking, or putting lipstick on the pig for the little things that just need a little touch up. And honestly, the CSM does a great job of this. They have every year. And as much as there are things in development that may frustrate you as existing players, or that you find don't appeal to you in new development, that happens with every game company, and that happens with any new development. And honestly, the stuff that we have seen out of this game, the pace of development that CCP has been able to put out, the beauty that we have seen in things like the Jita 4.4 redesign that you're seeing here as the background for this conversation, it's amazing work. And I can give nothing but the highest kudos to CCP for the work that they've been able to do and the incredible pace they're churning this stuff out at. I have seen more change in the last year in EVE than in the previous 16 years or 17 years combined. It's amazing. I honestly am so pleased with CCP's effort. They're getting an absolute A for effort from me as a teacher. And the EVE community has responded to that as well. And the EVE community is honestly the best gaming community out there, bar none. Pick any gaming community on the planet, any computer gaming community, and EVE beats them on multiple levels. And that's the other exciting part of this for me, is that I get to be in front of CCP as your representatives, and I get to be in contact with more of you. And for me, that's a very exciting thing. That's why I run every year and why I will continue to run, whether I win or not. I would like to believe that with your trust and your support, that I will be a successful CSM candidate, and that I can continue to represent you for as long as CCP will let me. And even if I serve 3 years and beat the term limit, I'll take a break and come back, because that's the best place for me to apply my skills and my knowledge of the game and my connections with you in the community to see that you are supported. So where can you reach, how can you reach out to me? How can you get a hold of me if you want to have your thoughts heard, or you just want to ask questions, or if you want to be introduced to a community who understands your gameplay and will be a good home for you? Well, you can reach out to me on my YouTube channel and reach out to me in the comments of any video. Ask me questions there. Follow up. Follow my content. And, if you see a video that you would like to have created but haven't seen yet, message me. I'm happy to add new videos to my queue. If you want an explanation on how a particular module differs from another or how certain mechanics work and you're not seeing the content that you want, let me know and I will make it. I'm also available on Twitch. I teach classes on Twitch predominantly now. I did have a stint there where I was trying to stream 3 days a week, and between my day job and making the other videos and teaching and being a line member in our alliance and everything else, it just got to be too much. So now I predominantly use Twitch for when I'm teaching live classes, and you can request one whenever you like, and I'll try to schedule one in. I typically also teach classes for EVE University through this platform. You can also reach me on Twitter. I'm available on Twitter and very easy to get a hold of. You can message me basically any time of day. I get Twitter notifications to my phone, so feel free to message me there. And I'm also available in Discord. I have my own Discord server. I'm also very, very easy to reach on Discord. I'm in like 15 or 16 different Discord servers, and all of the most popular ones, including Talking in Stations, INN. You can basically get a hold of me anywhere in EVE via Discord, or just ask your friends. I'm sure that they'll share a server with me if you do not yourself. So I'm really easy to get a hold of. I'm definitely one of the most reachable CSM candidates or CSM member potentials, right up there with Mike Azariah and Briskerwall. And of those gentlemen from working with me and talking with me, I guarantee you will tell you that I am responsive and I'm easy to get a hold of. Now, what else have I done in EVE? Well, in addition to working with EVE University and referring a lot of new players to them and helping their graduates or people who've felt like they've learned enough from EVE University to move on to doing other things, I help match make players with corporations that match their playstyles and the type of gaming that they want to engage with. I also help to contribute to the EVE University Wiki, which is a knowledge base created by players that is now being emulated in small ways by CCP's new EVE Academy. And I think that these are both amazing and absolutely vital initiatives. The UniWiki is incredibly important to player knowledge and to, really collecting and curating some of the most detailed knowledge about how to do things in this game, how skills work, what boosters do which, effect or provide which effects, how turret mechanics and other game mechanics work in a way that helps you to really understand and develop mastery over these things in the game. The UniWiki is indispensable. And CCP's new EVE Academy website as an introductory resource for brand new players, kind of a high-level introduction to the concepts, is a great, on virtual paper version of what I present through my YouTube videos. And those are all areas where I like to contribute. So if you've played this game for any amount of time, if you've, flown a ship, if you talked to somebody, if you joined this game after I did, there's a very good chance you've looked at something that I've helped to create. In addition to all of the above, I also write articles for Imperium News, and I have been for some time, and I have been also a regular guest and contributor to Talking in Stations, and I will be, I'm happy to announce, going to be writing new fiction content for the Talking in Stations website. So you'll very soon be able to read my EVE lore fiction stories on the Talking in Stations website. And that's just another area where I like to contribute to the expansive and interesting, content that is this game and this community. And honestly, I can't thank everyone enough for the support that I've received from my nearly 9,000 YouTube subscribers to the people that I hear from on a daily basis thanking me for my YouTube videos, to the regular encouragement that I get in Discord and in game, and just the people who wave hello to me as I pass through in local. This is the absolute best community in gaming that can be had. Everybody is so positive and so helpful. Even the trash-talking griefers will take the time to stop and say, hey, thanks, I saw your videos. It helped when I started. And that means the world to me. And that support alone It gives me the desire to get out of bed in the morning and play this game and to keep engaging with this content, regardless of how my day is going. And you guys are amazing. You are all absolutely my space friends, and friendship is absolutely the best ship. Thank you so much for your support. I hope that you will vote for me when the elections open. Thank you so much, and fly safe.